You know what time it is.
It's morphin' time!
Hey there guys, Mikey here and welcome to the Comic Junkies Corner. So, the Power Rangers new trailer has dropped. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't typically watch second and third trailers for movies because nowadays, especially like the comic movies, stuff like that, but even more so like, as of recent anyway, the trailers have been kind of ruining some of the movies for us in terms of like maybe giving away a bit too much, and that's in my opinion anyway. Like some people might feel different, and some people might not care. I'm typically one of those people. I don't watch second and third trailers or anything like that. This one I wanted a little bit more. We got the teaser trailer. About like, because, first we hadn't seen anything for a long time, and then we got that one teaser trailer, and I was like, oh, okay. You got a little bit of a Breakfast Club vibe, you got a little bit of a Chronicle vibe to it, and everything like that. And I was like, okay, I'm kind of fine with that. This one, I wanted to know a little bit more about the tone of the movie, because there were certain times where I wasn't sure if it was trying to be all the way serious, or if it was, trying to be, if it was going to have some like cheesiness to it or whatever. This trailer, however, sets the tone up of what this movie is going to be. It's not going to be another Chronicle, or it's not going to be, might be a little bit of a Breakfast Club throwback in certain regards, but because all of these kids are kind of, I guess, misfits, except for maybe Billy, might be the nerd character or whatever, but it really kind of like, it has its own unique tone from those movies. It might pull a little bit from it, but it has its own unique tone from those movies. It looks like it's going to be a little bit more fun, a little bit more action, stuff like that. There's a few things I like about this trailer. The few things that I liked in general about the movie. We get to see the suits in action. This is what I was really, really, really worried about, because the suits look so metallic and they're not. They probably have some metal in them, but they're not metallic. If you've watched the original Power Rangers movie, I think it came out, 93, 95, whatever, way back when. If you watched that original movie, it's more like battle suits than it is armored suits. I mean, if that makes any kind of sense. They can move in them. They can kick. They can jump and punch, and they can do things that you would expect the Power Rangers to be able to do. They don't get a lot of the fight scene, but it just kind of shows you like, okay, get a little bit of action, show you what these suits are going to look like in action. I'm fine with that. That's cool. I'm thumbs up for that and everything. We get to see I guess they're the putties, or this rendition of the putties, and they're made literally from the earth. So they're almost like Cybermen. If you watch Dragon Ball Z, you know what that is. But they're grown from the earth. So it's interesting. Like, oh, okay, these monsters are literally coming out of the earth, and the Power Rangers have to fight them. We get the first time we get to hear or see Zordon. We get to see Alpha. There was concept art and stuff going around. There's a picture of Alpha that came out a while back. I didn't talk about it because I was kind of like, but we get to see them and get to hear them for the first time, see them interact on screen for the first time. I'm like, okay, all right, nice little teasers there. You get to see what I can only assume to be Goldar, and I'm sorry, no. Sorry, no, it doesn't do it for me. He is 100% gold, and there's like a little, who is it? The Blue Ranger. No, the Black Ranger. Was probably his name is Zach. He says like, yeah, that's a lot of gold, and he is 100% gold. It doesn't look very good. And I'm not naive enough to think like, oh, it'll change in the movie. It's probably not. It's probably not going to change very much at all. So he's 100% gold. It is what it is. But the Megazord makes up for it. I gotta admit, the Megazord, from when I saw it, like, I saw the Zords. You see the Zords first in their separate form and everything. And they look pretty cool. But when you see the Megazord, you're kind of like, oh, okay, all right, yeah, I'm kind of feeling it. I had seen like little bits of the Zords and stuff like that, and pictures and stuff. I was like, you couldn't really see them, but to see them like you're moving and doing things and stuff like that, I'm like, okay, I'm kind of feeling it. I'm excited to see that, because I never saw Pacific Rim, so like I've heard a couple people say like it kind of reminds them of Pacific Rim and stuff like that. And I was like, well, you probably got that backwards. Power Rangers probably, Pacific Rim probably reminds you of Power Rangers or Voltron or something like that. One of the original ones that had those, machines that come together and you got these 5 people in there or 4 people in there and they're doing their thing and stuff. So it's pretty interesting. You get to see, there's some funny dialogue. I'm not gonna lie, I laughed a few times. I'm probably not gonna laugh in the theater. I mean, it was just like, Trini is asked like, okay, where were you last night or whatever, I guess by her caretaker, her mom or something. I don't know what their situation is. She might be like fostered in or something. But she's asked by her caretaker, guardian, whatever, or mother, whatever that may be. She's like, where were you last night? She's like, oh, we went out with 4 other kids and we found some stuff and I might be a superhero. And she's like, slams a cup on the table, like, pee in this cup. And I'm like, it was funny. It was just, I can't repeat the joke because it's not going to be funny coming from me, but it's funny in the sense it's just like, oh, that was kind of funny. Like the whole pee in the cup thing. It's like, okay, she's obviously on drugs or something. There was a little, I think it was kind of a little kick to the pants of fans who were probably upset that the Black Ranger was not black, and it was kind of like a little bit of a role reversal. Not role reversal, but like change from what the originals were. The Black Ranger was black, and the Yellow Ranger was Asian. Well, now the Black Ranger is Asian, which, I mean, Johnny Young Bosch, played the Black Ranger for a long time in the Power Rangers series. So whatever. And the Black Ranger, the African American guy is the Blue Ranger. And there was like this one joke, and he's just like, they're in the water and they're glowing in their actual, like, their Ranger colors. And Billy is just like, oh, hey, I'm blue. I'm glowing blue. And the black, Zach is just like, oh, I'm black. And Billy's just like, you're what? It's like, I'm black. He's like, no, you are not. So I felt like that was a little thing. Kind of like, what was it, in X-Men, the very first X-Men, when people were upset they weren't going to be wearing their traditional costumes and stuff like that, and the Cyclops makes a little offhand comment. It was just about Wolverine, and Wolverine's just like, you actually go out in public in these things, and they got the black leather and stuff like that. It's the 2000s, it's around Matrix time, so it was then, and like. Cyclops just like makes this little offhand comment, and he's like, what would you prefer, yellow spandex? You gotta be honest, that would have looked a lot sillier than what they had on. I'm just saying, it would have looked a lot sillier. So, but yeah, like I said, we get to see the suits. I like them a lot more now than I did when I first saw them, just because I got to see them in a little bit of action. And it looks like they're going to be doing more than fighting now. It's just like, it looks like there's actually, when stuff like this goes down in a city, you rarely ever saw people in peril. It looks like you're going to see that in this movie, and that's good. That's good. That promotes stakes. That gives you a little bit of like, okay, people can get hurt. So we need to take this a little bit more seriously than we have been in the cartoons. It's live. I've always thought of the Power Rangers live action anime, so I kind of refer to it as the cartoon from now and again. But like it gives you a little more stakes than it did in the TV series when it came out and stuff. And the American TV series now, not the original Japanese TV series. They handled their things a little bit differently there. And if you want to check those out, you could probably find those anywhere. You can probably find them right here on YouTube if you want. Look those up. They're a little bit darker than what you are used to. So it looks like they might be pulling a little bit from that. That's what I feel like they're really kind of going for. Is they're really going for that feel, not deterring too much from the original source material. They're really trying to like, okay, we're going to be our own thing, but we still, we're still going to be a little bit loyal to like certain things that would happen. We're going to go for this kind of feel. And I feel like that's what the kind of feel they're kind of might be going for. They're going for like the original Japanese Zeta Rangers, I think is what they're called. But they're going for that original feel of that series, and that's fine. I'm completely okay with that. Like I said, I'm interested. I'm interested. As Shredder would say, yes, yes. I am going to definitely see this movie. I'm excited to see it. Again, when I go to the movie, I will forget about all of these hopes and dreams and wants and aspirations for this movie. I'm going to forget about all that, but this trailer definitely got me excited to see it. Like I said, I don't typically watch second and third trailers, but I wanted to know a little bit more. This trailer gave me what I wanted to know, and I'm happy. I want to see the final product. Can't wait to see it. And yeah, because it's nice. It's Power Rangers, and if it sucks, I feel like you can go two ways with this movie. You either have to be really good and enjoyable, or really bad and enjoyable. I feel like you can only go those two ways. If you make a mediocre Power Rangers movie, it's kind of like, why would you do that? Why bother making it if you're just going to make it mediocre or make it in between? You're either going to go real bad and enjoyable, like, Out of the Shadows, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles style, or you go, good and enjoyable and stuff. So, I guess along the lines of Pacific Rim, because a lot of people like Pacific Rim and stuff. So a lot of people that saw Pacific Rim were really excited there were the Power Rangers movies coming out. At least a lot of people I talked to and stuff like that. So, what you guys think of the new Power Rangers trailer? Are you excited to see it? Whatever you think, put it in the comments below. Don't forget to follow my friend JJ's blog at 4comicjunkies.blogspot.com. Follow him on Twitter at 4comicjunkies. Follow me on Twitter at Mr. McBlam. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. Thank you. I already said that. I screwed up my outro. If you subscribe if you're new, and I will see you in the next video.